Hi, I'm John Nord, and I'm going to show you my new studio today. As in my last video, I told you I'd shut down for a while to make a new studio, and I've got it all finished, and I'm going to walk you around just with holding the camera, so I'm not the best at that, so it might be a little shaky and this and that, but I'm going to try my best to show you what I did here and let you see how I'm going to be working. Okay, we're going to start here. This is the outside entrance that comes into the new studio, and this is kind of a view around the place. It's wall to wall. I have a little bit more room in this studio than I did in my other one. And I have the same engraving bench, but I laminated the top on it. This studio has a Spanish tile floor, which is a little more better surface than my carpet in the other studio. I put stall mats in here to roll back and forth on so I could roll over the tile. They're heavy rubber mats. And to begin with, I've got my mill here sitting on the end, and I've got it covered up to protect it, and I take the handle off of it just so I don't hang it on my pants leg when I walk by, and I put it on when I need it. I have a calendar here from the famous engraver Johnny Wyertz. He's the one that taught me engraving. I've been to several of his classes. He's taught a lot of the top engravers in the United States. He's in Alpine, Texas. He doesn't teach anymore, but he still engraves and does great work. He's done a lot of guns for celebrities. He's a great guy, and I still go to see him 2 or 3 times a year just to visit with him, and he's helped me a whole lot. But I joke with him that he's watching over me when I engrave. He's a good instructor. And I have my various punches and domers here sitting here. This is my Engraving Vice. In the previous studio, I had it bolted to the floor. I've reworked it and made a support off of the bench for it, so I don't have to bolt nothing down to this tile floor. So it's self-supporting off of the bench. And I have my gravers here and the ones I use. Different things that I need. I have my pulse graver. That's what I do most of my engraving with. It's a great machine. And I have my rotary tool here. I have various tools and stuff. I have this bin here that's had my silicone wheels, my polishing wheels, bits, carbide bits, all that kind of stuff. Everything's labeled so I can find it. I have my hand tools here that I use the most of, pliers, that kind of thing. And then I have my scroll saw table here. I've raised it up. I used to have it flat down on the bench, and also put a drawer under it to catch the silver. With it up in the air, I don't have to hunch over so bad. It's kind of more eye level for me. And with the drawer underneath, I don't have to have those full pans underneath me to catch the droppings. And I can just pull this drawer out. And I've got a little bit of space back at the back of the drawer for tools if I want. Okay, this is my soldering station here. It's on an island I built out here in the middle of the area. I've got my tank down here in this cavity, and I'll show you how this is. I'll talk about this island in a minute. I solder right here on this end on top of this plastic top, and I've got me a torch holder here that's removable, and when I can take it off, get it out of the way. When I need it, I can just put it right back into that holder there, and it'll hold my torch for me when I am soldering. And I set my stuff up on top of the island here, and then I can stand there and solder, and I can just pull my torch from there and put it in the holder right here. So that works out pretty good. And when I'm not using it, well, I don't have to have it my way. I have a microwave here for thermoplastic, and I have my acid solutions here in a plastic tray. I have a stainless sink, paper towels. I've got some of the books that I use just for various things that I'm interested in. A bathroom and a closet. Okay, one of the most important things I did was build this island, which I talked about earlier. And it's a 6 foot long, 3 foot wide, has a good surface on it. I can clear it off when I need to and lay things out on it. I had to build it in 2 parts. It's pretty big and I couldn't get it through the door, but I put it together and put the top on it in the room. One thing I like about it the most is these drawers here. I had them in an antique cabinet and I cut it down and put them in here, and I labeled all the drawers. I can put more small parts in it, chains, bezels, things that I use in different types of jewelry. And I can just go to that drawer, pull it open, and get what I need out of it. And that's came in real handy. I also put some under cabinet storages in it, and it goes all the way through to the other side. And I took containers and labeled the things that I'm putting in it. And when I want to clear that soldering stuff off, well, I can just put it in that slot right there. I just take all that, put it in the tray and such, and I can put it right down under here, and then I can clear the tabletop off. And I've put about 10 coats of polyurethane on top of this to keep it in good shape. Come around, I've got some big roll-out drawers here, and I've got them all kind of categorized and compartmentalized with different things I use: stamps, scroll saw blades, brushes, polish, tools, things like that. More tools, sandpapers. In the bottom drawer I have scrap metal that I use, brass, nickel, so forth. This drawer here I have all my liquids and more containers. I have my spur jigs in here and soldering supplies and those kind of things. So this has come in real handy. It lets me keep everything inside it and right at hand. Okay, moving over to this side, I have my jewelry cases here, and sometimes someone will call me up, need a special piece for someone, and sometimes I have some things. Most of the time I don't. But if they call me up, they can make an appointment to come out and see some of these things, maybe pick something out that they want. These cases open up and I can get this out of here. I keep them in a glass case to keep the dust off of them. These are a set of spurs that I had in one of my videos. They're going to a museum show this fall. And I have some of these pieces I've made and have them available. Some of my ribbons on the wall. I've got my TV, I've got printers, all my office type stuff, and some memorabilia on the walls that are important to me, and my file cabinet and such that I need to conduct my business, and I also can design my drawings at this computer for my different jewelry and buckles and such. I have my air conditioner. You got to have that in this Texas heat. And then we'll go out this door and I'll show you something outside. Okay, we're outside the door now, and I've got my post that I used to have in my old studio bolted to the concrete. I didn't want to bolt it down to the tile. And I have these adjustable tops. I have a vise for it, I have an anvil for it, and I've put my buffer on a top for it. So I just slip them down on this pipe and tighten it down, and I've got whatever I want. in a fixed position. And I keep my buffer and some of my attachments down here in this box, and I can just put it on top of that post and polish things or whatever I need to do. So that's come in real handy, and I'm outside where I don't make a big mess. Okay, I'm glad you joined me for this little short video. I hope you got to see what I did with my studio, and I hope to create a lot of buckles and spurs and jewelry out of this shop. I'm anxious to get started again, and I appreciate you joining me. And tune in and to all my videos. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and also hit that like button. Thanks a lot. See you later.